Hello everyone and welcome to the Young and the Restless channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The next 2 weeks in Genoa City and beyond promise to be a storm of passion, betrayal and shocking revelations as old wounds reopen and dangerous games take hold. As the city pulses with intrigue, Diane Jenkins Abbott finds herself standing firm against Jack Abbott's desperate attempt at reconciliation. His apologies hang in the air, heavy with the weight of lost trust, but Diane's resolve is unwavering, leaving Jack to wrestle with the cold reality that love alone may not be enough to bridge the gap he's created. Meanwhile, Devon Winter's fury reaches a boiling point as he struggles with the thought of Mariah Copeland behind bars. His outrage isn't just about justice, it's about protecting those he loves from a world that seems increasingly cruel and unforgiving. In the midst of all this, Holden Novak confronts his own moral crossroads, turning down Kane Ashby's job offer with quiet determination. He refuses to manipulate Claire Newman, refusing to be a pawn in a dangerous game. Yet, the tension lingers. Will he reveal the truth to Claire, warn her of Kane's schemes, and risk the fallout that could shatter more lives? Holden's conscience sets the stage for a confrontation that could ignite a firestorm. He may choose honesty with Claire, assuring her he rejected Kane's plan. Yet, he can't ignore the shadow of what could happen if Kane's plot against Victor Newman moves forward unchecked. And while Holden wrestles with loyalty and integrity, Phyllis Summers is stirring her own pot, attempting to tempt Kane into another alliance or intimate entanglement. But Kane, hardened and strategic, seems uninterested, focused instead on the higher stakes of power, control, and survival. At the same time, Malcolm Winters and Dr. Stephanie Simmons return to Genoa City, carrying with them secrets from the past that threaten to shake the city to its core. Whispers of a revelation hint at connections between them and Holden, raising questions that could rewrite the fabric of family ties. Lily becomes an unexpected confidant, grappling with enormous news and seeking Tracy Abbott's guidance as she considers how or if she should intervene. The delicate balance of truth and trust threatens to tip into chaos, leaving the question of whether reconciliation or rupture will define the family's future. Far from Genoa City, Las Vegas becomes a playground for deception and desire. Adam Newman finds himself ensnared deeper in Reza Thompson's web, entanglements that blur the lines between loyalty and lust. Reza orchestrates the meeting between the Spider and Matt Clark, a trap lurking beneath every handshake and every polite smile, while Adam plays his part with dangerous precision. Their makeout sessions, seemingly intimate and tender, mask the undercurrent of betrayal, even as he appears complicit in Reza's private celebration plans. Meanwhile, Nick Newman grows suspicious, questioning whether Adam Sherrod will lead him into a full-scale betrayal of Chelsea Lawson, leaving Nick caught between worry and the need to act before the pieces fall too far. Matt Clark, ever the schemer, sets a trap that leaves Nick cornered, a ticking time bomb ready to explode as the week of April 13 to 17 approaches. Chelsea, sensing the growing danger, is consumed by fear that Adam may slip entirely into the Spider persona, unable to return to the man she loves. The tension crescendos as she contemplates flying to Vegas, only to potentially discover Adam dangerously close to Reza in ways that could fracture trust forever. Back in Genoa City, Jack Abbott faces a different yet equally consuming battle. Patty Williams remains relentless, her obsession with Jack driving her to enlist allies who could tip the scales in her favor. Jack, however, is singular in his focus, determined to mend the fractures in his marriage to Diane and to prove that their love is unbreakable. Yet, even as he dreams of reconciliation, the shadow of revenge looms over him, his thoughts never straying far from Victor Newman and the intricate web of schemes surrounding him. Questions linger. Will Jack join forces with Kane, or will he march alone in pursuit of his vendetta? Will Matt, seizing a moment of vulnerability, return to Genoa City to strike at Victor when he believes himself safe? Every choice carries weight, every action threatens consequence, and the city itself seems to hold its breath as lives intertwine in a dangerous dance of love, betrayal, and ambition. Over the coming weeks, the lines between loyalty and deception blur, and the stakes soar ever higher. Families will be tested, alliances shattered, and secrets laid bare under the harsh light of truth. In both Genoa City and Vegas, the tension builds relentlessly, promising heartbreak, passion, and revelations that will leave no character untouched. The drama is far from over, and the next chapters are set to explode with intensity, pulling viewers deep into the lives of those who fight, love, and scheme with everything they have. The Young and the Restless is poised to remind us all that in this city, nothing is ever simple and no heart is ever safe. As the city's power players maneuver behind closed doors, the coming days promise a collision of past secrets and present ambitions that could ignite into chaos at any moment. Holden Novak finds himself at the center of a moral storm, torn between protecting those he cares about and standing against the dangerous schemes that surround him. His bond with Claire Newman becomes a fragile lifeline as he may reveal the truth about Kane's manipulations, both to shield her and to warn her of the storms on the horizon. Every word he speaks carries weight, every glance a cautionary signal, as the threat of Victor Newman's empire being targeted hangs like a cloud over their every decision. Meanwhile, the simmering tension between Phyllis Summers and Kane Ashby continues, a delicate dance of temptation and restraint. Phyllis's allure is undeniable, yet Kane's focus on strategy and survival shows he will not be swayed by fleeting passions, at least not while the stakes are this high. Their interactions are charged with unspoken history, a silent acknowledgement of what could be and what must be avoided, leaving viewers on the edge of suspense with every passing scene. Back in Las Vegas, the drama escalates with relentless precision. Adam Newman, caught in Riza Thompson's tangled web, continues to play the dual role of lover and accomplice, his every move a calculated risk. Their chemistry simmers with intensity, yet beneath the surface lies the deadly undertone of manipulation and betrayal. The planned meeting between the Spider and Matt Clark is a powder keg waiting for a spark, and Adam's apparent compliance only adds to the tension, keeping every onlooker guessing his true intentions. Nick Newman, sensing the danger, presses closer, his instincts screaming that Adam may be walking a path from which he cannot return. Matt's trap is set with meticulous cruelty, leaving Nick vulnerable and desperate as the threat of confrontation looms large. Chelsea Lawson, meanwhile, wrestles with her own fears and the creeping dread that Adam may be losing himself to a darker persona. Her journey to Vegas, driven by love, loyalty, and worry, promises a collision course that could either save Adam or shatter everything she holds dear. The stakes are impossibly high, and every decision made in this city of sin carries consequences that could echo across both their lives and Genoa City itself. Back in Genoa City, the intensity of personal conflicts reaches a fever pitch. Jack Abbott's struggle is not merely against outside threats, but the relentless pursuit of his own heart. Patty Williams' obsession grows ever more dangerous, her efforts to claim Jack escalating with a cunning that could destabilize the fragile balance he is trying to maintain. Jack, though, is consumed with a different mission, repairing the bond with Diane Jenkins Abbott, proving that their love can survive deception, distance, and the wounds of the past. Yet, the ever present specter of revenge against Victor Newman looms over him, forcing Jack to weigh his personal desires against the demands of strategy and justice. Alliances with Kane are considered, rejected, or reconsidered, and every choice is a step on a razor's edge. Meanwhile, Matt's potential return to Genoa City adds a new layer of danger, a hidden threat that could strike when Victor least expects it, turning the city into a chessboard of deceit, betrayal, and ambition. The tension builds like a storm over the skyline, with every whispered secret and stolen glance signaling that nothing and no one is safe. At the heart of these intertwining stories lies the undeniable truth that the next 2 weeks will test every relationship, every loyalty, and every heart. Families are forced to confront long hidden truths. Love is challenged by betrayal, and alliances are fragile, ready to fracture under the pressure of ambition and desire. Lily's knowledge of the unfolding secrets surrounding Malcolm and Holden could either heal wounds or ignite conflict depending on the choices she makes and the risks she is willing to take. As truths are revealed, the city itself seems to pulse with anticipation, a living stage for the drama, heartbreak, and moments of fleeting joy that define the lives of its residents. With each passing hour, the tension ratchets higher, promising confrontations, confessions, and moments of raw, unfiltered emotion that could redefine the future for everyone involved. The interplay of desire, vengeance, loyalty, and love ensures that no one can predict what will happen next, leaving viewers captivated, breathless, and on the edge of their seats. In both Genoa City and Vegas, danger, temptation, and revelation converge in a spectacularly tense narrative. Chelsea's confrontation with Adam, the unfolding schemes of Matt and Riza, the emotional reckonings between Jack and Diane, and the shadow of Victor Newman's empire all collide, creating a perfect storm of suspense and drama. Every decision carries consequence, every secret has the potential to explode, and every heart is on the line. As alliances shift and hidden truths come to light, viewers are invited into a world where nothing is simple and every choice is a gamble with far-reaching implications. The Young and the Restless delivers a masterclass in suspenseful, emotionally charged storytelling where the next twist is always just around the corner and the lives of the people we follow so closely hang in delicate, perilous balance. In these next 2 weeks, nothing will be as it seems, and every heartbeat counts. As the days hurtle forward, the lives of Genoa City's most powerful and vulnerable collide in ways that are as unpredictable as they are inevitable. Jack Abbott finds himself at a crossroads where love, revenge, and duty intersect, each choice pressing him into impossible decisions. Diane Jenkins Abbott remains a symbol of both hope and caution. Her rejection of Jack's apologies a stark reminder that love, no matter how deep, cannot thrive without trust. Yet, Jack's heart refuses to surrender, driving him to strategize, to plan, to find a way back to Diane, even as Patty Williams and her growing network of allies close in with dangerous intent. Every whispered secret and carefully plotted move seems designed to test his resolve, to push him to the limits of both patience and morality. And while Jack wrestles with the weight of his emotions, Kane Ashby watches from the shadows, navigating temptation, loyalty, and ambition. his choices threatening to tip the delicate balance of alliances into chaos. Across the country in Las Vegas, the intensity is no less suffocating. Adam Newman teeters on the edge of two worlds. His heart pulled between loyalty to Chelsea Lawson and the intoxicating pull of Risa Thompson's manipulations. Their encounters, charged with both seduction and deceit, blurred the line between love and strategy, leaving Adam himself uncertain of where he truly stands. Riza's orchestration of the spider and Matt Clark meeting promises danger at every turn, a snare that could destroy reputations, relationships, and perhaps lives. Nick Newman, sensing the precariousness of the situation, struggles to protect his family while confronting the very real possibility that Adam's duplicity could go too far. Meanwhile, Chelsea wrestles with fear and frustration, her love for Adam colliding with the threat that he may never return from the darkness he's flirting with. Every step she takes toward Vegas is a gamble. Every moment closer to Adam, a potential heartbreak or revelation that could leave lasting scars. Matt Clark's machinations are relentless, a looming threat that keeps the tension taut, the danger imminent, and the stakes impossibly high. Back in Genoa City, the drama of hidden truths and family secrets reaches a fever pitch. Malcolm Winters and Dr. Stephanie Simmons return with revelations that threaten to rewrite the family tree and challenge loyalties that have long been assumed unshakable. The possibility that Holden Novak may be tied to their past, that he could be a bridge between secrets and family, ignites a storm of emotion and tension. Lily, caught in the center of this revelation, must weigh the desire to protect against the need for honesty, knowing that every decision could either mend fractured bonds or shatter them completely. Tracy Abbott becomes an unexpected counselor, guiding Lily through the murky waters of family, truth, and consequence, even as the ripple effects of these revelations threaten to touch everyone in their orbit. The city itself feels alive with anticipation, every street and skyline shadowed with the promise of confrontation, confession, and unanticipated drama. As April 17 approaches, the convergence of desire, deception, and revelation reaches its apex. Jack, Diane, and Patty's entangled fates collide with Kane, Phyllis, and the looming threat of Victor Newman's empire, creating a web of tension that seems impossible to untangle. In Vegas, Adam's struggle with loyalty and identity clashes with Riza's manipulations and Matt's traps, forcing every character into moments of acute choice that will have lasting repercussions. Chelsea's love and determination intersect with danger, passion, and fear, a volatile mix that leaves viewers breathless with anticipation. Each storyline feeds into the next, seamlessly connecting the emotional and strategic battles across cities, giving the narrative a cinematic rhythm that is as exhilarating as it is heart-wrenching. In these 2 weeks, alliances will fracture, secrets will explode into the open, and hearts will be tested in ways that no one could predict. Ultimately, these coming episodes remind us why Genoa City and Vegas remain a world of endless intrigue, where love is never simple, betrayal lurks around every corner, and the consequences of one decision can reverberate across lives and generations. The Young and the Restless delivers a masterclass in tension, emotion, and storytelling, guiding viewers through a labyrinth of love, power, and vengeance that leaves no character untouched. In the span of 2 short weeks, every secret revealed, every temptation faced, and every choice made will shape the paths of those who dare to love, scheme, and fight for what they want. As hearts collide, families unravel, and plans go awry, viewers are reminded that in this world, nothing is safe. Nothing is certain, and every moment is charged with the possibility of disaster, or redemption. For those watching, the only certainty is that the drama, the passion, and the stakes will never let up, leaving everyone on the edge of their seats, hearts pounding, and eyes glued to every twist, every betrayal, and every heartbeat in the relentless story of the young and the restless. The next 2 weeks in Genoa City and beyond are poised to be a storm of passion, betrayal, and shocking revelations where every heart, every secret, and every decision carries unimaginable weight. Diane Jenkins Abbott finds herself at a crossroads, staring Jack Abbott down as his desperate apologies hang in the air, heavy with the weight of regret. Her refusal is not cruelty. It is self-preservation, a shield built from past wounds, and Jack can only watch as the possibility of reconciliation slips like sand through his fingers. Meanwhile, Devon Winter's fury burns hotter than ever, a man pushed to the edge as he grapples with the injustice of Mariah Copeland being sent to prison. His outrage is raw, his pain palpable, and in every tense moment, viewers feel the weight of his moral compass colliding with a world that seems determined to test him at every turn. Amidst the chaos, Holden Novak makes a choice that defines him, refusing Kane Ashby's job offer rather than manipulate Claire Newman for Victor Newman's secrets. Integrity, loyalty, and conscience converge in his decision. But the threat of Kane's machinations lingers, a storm cloud threatening to shatter the fragile trust he holds with Claire. Holden's inner struggle becomes a tense, cinematic dance of truth and danger. When he eventually shares Kane's plan with Claire, the revelation is both warning and confession, a fragile lifeline in a sea of scheming and deceit. Yet, the darkness of Victor's looming takedown plan shadows every word, every glance, leaving viewers on edge as the fragile balance of power teeters precariously. Across the city, Phyllis Summers attempts to ignite temptation in Kane, a delicate push against his resolve. But Kane's focus is unyielding, his mind fixed on survival and the high stakes of power over passion. Meanwhile, the unexpected return of Malcolm Winters and Dr. Stephanie Simmons promises revelations that could reshape the very fabric of the Abbott-Newman family. Whispers of hidden truths connect to Holden in ways that could bridge generations or ignite long-buried conflicts. Lily becomes a vital thread in this tangled web, torn between protecting loved ones and confronting truths that could redefine loyalty, love, and family bonds forever. Tracy Abbott's guidance becomes a lifeline, but even the wisest counsel cannot predict the consequences of secrets brought into the light. Far from Genoa City, Las Vegas simmers with danger, seduction, and deception. Adam Newman finds himself entangled in Reza Thompson's manipulations, a magnetic pull that threatens to consume both his heart and his morality. Their encounters are a blend of raw passion and calculated deceit. Each kiss, each touch, a step deeper into a web from which escape may be impossible. Reza orchestrates the meeting between the Spider and Matt Clark with precise, merciless intent, each move a spark in a powder keg poised to explode. Nick Newman grows increasingly wary, sensing Adam's duplicity and the looming betrayal that could strike Chelsea Lawson at the heart. Meanwhile, Matt Clark's traps close in, leaving Nick vulnerable, exposed, and cornered, each ticking second ratcheting up the tension as viewers hold their breath. Chelsea, guided by love and desperation, edges closer to the chaos in Vegas, the fear that Adam may be lost to the Spider persona gripping her with a fierce intensity. The convergence of love, danger, and moral compromise creates an electrifying tension where every heartbeat matters and every choice carries irreversible consequences. Back in Genoa City, Jack Abbott contends with a maelstrom of passion, obsession, and duty. Patty Williams' relentless pursuit grows more cunning by the day, enlisting allies who could tilt the delicate balance of love and strategy in her favor.